Have you ever thought, man, I am just getting so flippin' exhausted dealing with my team? Well, if you're a network marketer and you have a team, this is eventually probably going to happen at some point. And sometimes, actually almost all the time, it's very exhausting and can be exceptionally time consuming for you. So in this episode, I want to go over how to manage your time best with your teammates, how to schedule that out so that you stay fresh and you love the process of building a team in network marketing. So stay tuned. Welcome to episode 202. My name is Tanya Aliza, and I help entrepreneurs and network marketers create success fast while most importantly designing a lifestyle that you love. So if you're new here, consider subscribing because I put out a brand new training episode and free resource for you and your business each and every week. Oh yes, also please make sure to check out the show notes for more awesome resources and tools that I use that go along with the episode that I share. We leave extra goodness and awesomeness in the show notes below wherever you're watching this video, so make sure to go and check out the show notes. So if you think about building a big team in network marketing, you're obviously going to be dealing with a lot of people. Dealing with a lot of people can sometimes mean herding cats. Have you ever tried to herd cats? Well, if you don't learn how to manage your time best with your team, and yes, you can learn how to do this properly, you are going to hit burnout, and this is not going to be good. So I want to give you some of my best tips to learn how to manage your time with your team, and also so your team does not take advantage of you, because that's not good either. So if you join in each week on Tanya Aliza TV, you do know that I like to equip you in each episode with a free resource that you can download and use in your business. So today, since we're talking about managing your time best with your team so you can love your process, that means probably you're looking to become a great leader in your network marketing team. So what I've put together for you, absolutely free, is my Network Marketer's Guide to Leadership. This is my top guide when it comes to learning how to be the best leader for your team and the best leader in the profession of network marketing. If you'd like to get my leadership guide, then head over to the blog at tanyaaliza.com/202. We'll leave a link above or below this video that will take you to the blog at episode 202. And if you're watching this video on the blog already, there'll be a big yellow button below the video where you can click and request access for free to my Network Marketer's Guide to Leadership. I think you're totally going to love this one. So let's get into my teammate time management tips. Say that 10 times fast. So this is to help you avoid burnout and obviously keep loving your process, but also keep in mind your team is going to treat you how you condition them to treat you, and also how you set their expectations from day one. So just remember that. So talking about setting expectations, my first tip for you in helping you manage your time with your team is set your business hours with your team, because then they're going to know when you're available to work with them. And I would suggest do this right from day one. I learned this tip from somebody speaking at one of my company conferences, and I thought this was such a brilliant tip. So when somebody gets started with you in your team, they're going to need your help with maybe three-way calls or three-way chats or whatever it might be. Let them know when that they can expect you to show up to help them if they need your help, so that they don't think that you're available all hours of every waking morning, evening, or afternoon. Let them know whatever your schedule is, I'm available around these times. These are the times that I like to take off with the family, and set those expectations from day one. It will magically change the way your team works with you and you work with them. Number two, you've got to analyze and appreciate and understand where you are spending what I like to call group time versus individual personal time. So you're going to figure this out after about 30 days of working with one of your new team members. And you're going to really find out, okay, does this person qualify for more group time or qualify for more personal time? So everyone's going to have a handful of leaders on their team. And now who are the leaders? The people that are showing up. They're going to the events, they're putting in the actions, they're getting the results. And it doesn't always have to be based on results. It does, for me, have to be on determination and action, right? So if I see somebody in my team that's doing all of the things and they're doing exactly what they're supposed to be doing and they're showing up and they're going that extra mile, they're going to qualify for more of like my personal time, right? Where I might get on a phone call with them or a chat with them or maybe a Zoom meeting with them. Whereas some people in the team are there and maybe they're not really doing as much or maybe wanting as much, and maybe those type of people are going to qualify for more group time. And what I mean by group time is maybe a weekly team call that you host or a weekly team Zoom call that you host or a conference call. So really figuring out, okay, who do you want to spend personal time with and who are your leaders that kind of qualify and deserve that from you? And then who is everybody else that, they're still going to get your help, but maybe it's more in a group setting. So analyze group time and personal time and be very, very careful and diligent with where you focus personally, because that can take up a lot of your time. And that brings me into tip number 3, where I suggest having a weekly team call so that you can have group time with everybody on the team. They still see that you're showing up, you're pouring into them, you're providing assistance, you're answering questions, you're helping them with strategy, but you're doing it in one centralized time of the week. You're not available all hours of every day, which frees up a lot of your time and still has the same, if not better, impact with your team members. Number 4, you want to point to resources as much as possible. I learned this very early / maybe too late in my career of network marketing, and I wish I would have just started this sooner. It would have helped me a lot. You never want to be the person that knows how to answer every question or provide assistance in everything, but you do want to get really good at pointing to resources and helping to encourage your team members to do the same and get them to be very resourceful. So a lot of people on my team know, hey, Google is your best friend. YouTube is your best friend. They know everything. You can find out how to do everything there. Also, it points to company resources and company tools that we get to answer a lot of the questions. Also, I make sure that my team members know, hey, here's corporate's telephone number and customer service's telephone number. If you need anything specific that they can help you with, please utilize them. That's what they're there for. And then I'm very careful with what I say that they can use me for. Like, I am the person that you want to use for business building. Don't come to me with product questions. We can call customer support for that. So what I mean in a nutshell is just make sure that you are really good at pointing to resources and helping to encourage your team members to become leaders and resourceful on their own. So in conclusion, I do want you to know that you don't have to be everything to everybody. In fact, that is not what you want to be at all. You want to be a good person, a point of contact, and you want to teach and condition your team members to be the leader that you know that they can be. And every time you do too much hand holding with your team members, you're actually doing them a disservice and you are hurting their success. So by getting them to think on their own, be more resourceful, find the answers out themselves, and, fumble their way to success like a lot of people do, but with assistance and encouragement and support, of course, from you, you're actually making sure that their success is solid and stable. I actually learned the hard way when I first started network marketing. I wanted to do everything for everybody, and then my team started to grow and I got completely exhausted and burnt out. So if you're in that spot, I totally understand. And if you're not in that spot yet, I want you to learn from my mistakes, if anything. You're welcome. And remember, I put together a really powerful resource for you this week that goes along with the episode, which is my Network Marketer's Guide to Leadership. So if you're looking for the road to leadership, or maybe you are a leader and maybe you want to amplify that a little bit and you want to be the best leader that you can be in the profession and with your team, then head over to the blog at TanyaAliza.com/202 to pick up that resource. We'll leave a link for you where you're watching this video in the description area that will click over to the blog where you can get that free resource. Question of the week. Do you have any really good time management tips or leadership tips when it comes to dealing with your team in your network marketing business? I'd love to hear what maybe you do that maybe I might be able to learn from and incorporate into what I'm doing as well. Drop it like it's hot in the comment section. Let us know, and also let us know how you are enjoying each and every episode on Tanya Aliza TV. So, did you get some value out of today's episode? I really hope you did. If you did, and you know of anybody else that can use this information, or maybe your teammates that can use this information, make sure to share it with them. I'd be grateful that you did. Give it a thumbs up, like it, share it, and I will see you on the next episode of Tanya Aliza TV.